Okay, so this is session 23. Mr. Dan is not available today, but here with us we have Mr. Dave. How's it going, Mr. Dave?
Good.
Okay, good stuff. So today we are going to be going over our assignment, the homework that we set up, I think it was on Sunday. And these are the right here. The other notes right here, the directions, and let's try to do it. All right. Well, let me give you kind of an overview of what it is. What it is create a class, character class, and have it have well give it two methods. One that's attack, and the other one heal self, and have them fight each other until one of them is dead. Well, sorry, I'm jumping here. Create two and have them fight each other until one of them is dead. All right, so create a class, give them a weapon, random weapon, it's up to you, and give them the ability to heal self and attack another character. Then, in the actual code, create an arena action, and in that action, create two characters and then have them attack each other until one of them is dead. And if one of them, their hit points happens to fall below 5, then you could use the self heal if it has any charges. The heals, you basically you only have one heal charge. Does that sort of make sense? At least from
Yeah.
you know a little a little quick description. Okay, so let's do that right here. So what we're going to do is let's create a new project. Remember, we're doing it from scratch, and this is let's see, let's just call it arena fight. Arena fight is going to be web NVC. And remember, this was kind of an assignment, so it will be up to you to work on this or try to solve it with me. I am not going to do it all. So get your brain ready. How's your brain? Is your brain ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so here we go. This is the usual. It's it's a basic right here. No, not here. Pretty much is a basic project with the home controller, the home views, and some already created HTML for us, so it looks good. Okay, we're very familiar with this, and if we run it on a local server, this is what it's going to look like. I wanted to make it fancy and everything with graphics, but we're not doing that yet. All we're doing right now is just, let's see, it's just this. This is the assignment here. We're not even gonna make it graphical. It's just gonna be, hey, create the class and give it methods, a couple of methods, and use those methods to attack each other until they die. Okay. So this is kind of like a test too, like an exam. So get ready. Get ready. Okay, so this is our test, well, our sample project that Visual Studio gives us. We don't need to use it, but we are going to use it as we always do because it's kind of convenient. They gave us a sample solution, like I said, with a home controller that we could use the actions in, which makes it easier for us. So that is what we're going to do. All right. So I'm going to make space we are familiar with this and we understand this, so we are going to use the home controller because it's familiar to us, right? So whatever we do, we let's try to do it here or somewhere else. I don't know. It's up to you. So let's start. Are you ready, sir? Okay,
Yes.
like I see it. Let's go to. So, what is the one thing we always talk about when doing an assignment or we're doing code? What's the main thing? Talk to me.
Break it down in pieces.
That's right. That's right. You break it down in pieces. You break it down in pieces. You sound it out. You talk to yourself and you sound it out. You describe your problem and break it down in pieces. So let's read. And well, what's the first thing? Okay.
Create a class called character template with properties, job, race, HP level, weapon,
E-
and heals.
Exactly, exactly. So, well, let's do that. How about we do that first? I wish we had two screens, but we have one, so we're fine. Let me close this. All right. Well, I'm just going to copy this here. That way we have it. Uh, I'm just going to copy it here. That way we have it with us. hmm Okay. I'm just copying it anywhere, just so we're kind of, aware of it. Um, so create a class called character template. How do I create a class?
Uh, you probably can add a class.
That's right. So you could probably add it anywhere, but I could just say right click on the project here. I mean, I could do this anywhere pretty much, but normally you want to do it in one of these, either on the controller, on the content, pretty much anywhere. But for us, let's do it in the root. So do you see anything? Oh, okay. So
Add
add
class.
class here. There's a bunch of other stuff here, but let's create a class. Let's do that. So, okay, so what is the class supposed to be called?
Character template.
Okay, so let's say character template right here, and yeah, that's so add it. I guess I will add it. Bloom. Okay, and here it is. Look at that. So it created it in the root namespace. Later on, we will go over what the word namespace is and why it's important. But we'll do that. We'll wait for Dan. But now we're just doing the
Right.
homework. Okay, so now right here. So now check this out. I mean, we have a sweet we yeah we have a sweet class. And look at that. It's public class and character template. So I'm gonna copy this. That was weird. Oh, all right, yeah. I'm gonna copy this and then I'm gonna copy it here. Just for for our sake. I'm just gonna remember this is a comment. Okay, so let's continue with the description. Okay, so create a class called character template. Have we done that?
Yes.
We have. So with the properties, job, raise, level, weapon, and heals. All right, so why don't we do that? So I mean, I assume you know how to do this, right? Like, because we've done it
Public
before.
string.
Yeah. Job, it's a string, right? Because
Yes.
yeah. Public race, definitely, oh, yeah, definitely a string. HP, those are probably numbers, right?
Yep. Integer.
Okay. I keep doing this. Int then level and public weapon. Well, I did say to use a string, so let's make it a string. And public heals. Since it's it's an integer because it's a number, right? And starts at 1, which we will use that later. And call it heals. Excuse me. Okay, so that I mean that satisfies the first. Yeah, that kind of satisfies the first. Yeah, that does, right?
Right.
So we're good up to here. So we have, boom, we finished the first. Shaplips.
Do we need to get set?
Yes. You sort of do. Well, let me show you a trick. Which this sort of does it for you automatically when you do it like this. But if you do prop, it's called a property. This is how you really create a property. We haven't really gone into getters and setters yet, but since you brought it up, we might as well do it. Well, not yet. This is basically the same thing.
Right.
Let's. Oh wait, we have messed around with gets and sets before, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just forgot
That
about
was
it.
last.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it. So I'm just gonna go. We need to go over it again later on when Dan is here too. But yeah, for now, because that's what makes it a real property. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I just remember that you guys have seen this. Yeah. This is it's kind of like an easy way to make a property. I'll show you the extended version later on. Um, yeah. So for example, yeah, this says, hey, we're allowed to get and set this property. If I take away the set, do you know what happens?
No.
I cannot put anything into it. It's read only.
What? Read only?
Yep. Basically, the get gives it the read capability, and the set give it the edit capability or update capability. Is the write capability, sorry, read write. Yeah. So if you take the set away, you cannot write a new value into a job, so you cannot give it a job. Only the first time when you initiate the class you could give, but then after that you will not be able to use this property to change it. But that's something else. That's a little advanced. But for now, we are good with the class and its properties here. Is that cool? Yeah. And they're public, of course, so other places, other classes can use it. Okay, so we have satisfied the first one here. Blip. Now on to the next one. This is different. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now the next one. Add methods. Boom. Okay, since we have two methods, which method do you want to do first? The easy one? Was that?
Let's do the hard one.
Do the hard one first? Okay. So, I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to copy this so we have it fresh in our class here. So, we have to add this method to our class. Let's see. I am just going to see over here, comment it out. but then we can still read it. Okay. So now, well, what does it say? So now create a method, an attack. Well, what is it supposed to do? The method's called attack, and the parameter is you give it a character, like we did before. Remember?
Right.
Yes. So that is going to deal to this character an amount based on the weapon that this character has, right? The current character, the one that is created, the self. Depending on what the value of this weapon is, you're gonna assign damage to him. So if you have an axe 1 through 12, you assign it to him. Okay. And we have to do it randomly. So we have to figure out a way of how to, depending on the weapon, how to do random from 1 to 12 or 1 to 8 or 1 to 6. And then we assign that damage. Okay, well, that is the task. So now that we sort of understand the task, so what the first thing I need to do? Well, we're creating the method, so what do you need?
Right. You probably need an argument for the method attack.
Well, yeah. So, but you need the name for the method first, and what kind of and what it returns.
Yes.
And
returns nothing.
Exactly. So it's going to be void. Remember, always got to be 3 things. It's what it returns, the name, and any arguments. That is the signature of functions or methods. So void attack, and it's going to take something of type character template, pretty much, right?
Right.
And let's call it target. Let's make it public. That way pretty much anybody can use it. Okay. So we have satisfied this here. Okay, so now we need to do this. So how well, we have the target. And remember, the target has HP. But how do we calculate how much damage? How much damage we're dealing to the target? Go ahead. Letting you think now. This is all you, my friend.
If weapon equals axe.
Jesus Christ, you're smart. Stop it.
HP equals HP minus 1 to 12 damage.
That is right. Yeah, we'll work on the 1 to 12 damage. Yeah, but that, you see, you just sounded out the problem, and that is perfect. You described the problem perfectly. Do that first, and then the code will follow.
Pseudocode.
Yes, exactly. So the pseudocode, that is perfect. Yeah. So if weapon equals, let's say, axe, then damage, well, then target. Well, how about this? Let's make it
HP.
Easier. Well, yeah, target.hp equals target.hp minus. Now this is the tricksy part here. How do we express randomness of 1 to 12? Well, how do I do that? Let's say you don't know and I don't know. How do we do it then?
Google.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, that's the exercise right here. So we're going to go to Google. So what we're looking for is how to do random numbers in C#. Okay, so let's look for C#. Random numbers between, I guess, 0 and 1, sure. Well, random number between, let's look for that. Does that make sense here?
Yes.
Okay, so, remember, well, who's our friend? Do you remember who our friend is? Stack Overflow. That is our friend, my friend. Yes. So, how do I produce a random number in a range? So let's see if these guys have anything for us. Basically, what everybody does, they just skip down here. Boom! This is how we get it. It's right here. Blip. So this is the question, and the one with the little green mark is the answer, at least most of the time. So look at that. It says like, hey, you can try random R. So random is sort of the number random generator. And then say, hey, give me the next number here. And then, well, I think he kind of doing different things here. So let's play with it for now, right? You and I are going to play with it. But don't, not too many times, because that is going to look weird. Okay. Well, let's see. Are you ready?
Yes.
So we noticed that there's something called random. We don't know what it is yet. And the way we use it, we say r.next, and you give it a value, I guess a beginning value, and then an ending value. So I am going to guess that those are the limits, right? I mean, does that make sense, maybe?
Yes.
So let's play around with it. Let's play around with it. I could play around it in code here. Or, remember we talked about .NET Fiddle? Let's see. If you ever need to quickly figure something out, go to this website, and you could type code and it will compile it for you, especially if it's simple code. So we just copied that from over there, right? Well, let's see if this works. So here, console, right line, int, is it? I think it is. Okay. I'm going to run this. I don't even know if it's going to work. But let's see. Aha. I'm just going to run it again. Okay. So now, since I know that it works, I can go over it with you because I wasn't sure if this was going to work. So, this here is called a random generator. Okay, and you could sort of hover over it. Let's create it in our code here. I'm kind of going the long way, but it's kind of important. Watch this. I'm going to hover over it and it's going to tell us what it does. Look at that. All right. New instance of random class. So I guess the random class just creates random numbers. And the .next creates the next random number for you. And you could even give it a min value, and a max value. Isn't that cool?
Yep.
So the class is called random, and the way we use it is like, hey, random.next, and give it a min and a max, and it spits out a random value, and you put it here. So that's what we're doing here. So we're creating the random number generator. We are calling it with 0 min and 100 max, and we're putting that value here. And then we're displaying that value in the console down here. So whenever I run this, watch, I'm going to run it. See, we got 71.
Wow.
Then I'm going to run it again, get 66. So it's pretty cool. And why is it only giving me numbers, like not numbers over 105?
Because the max is 100, so it's gonna give you any numbers from 1 to 99.
That's right. That's right. I think one might be included. I'm not sure. Inclusive, maybe. I'm not sure. But so now we have learned what random is and how to use it, or at least we have a small idea, right?
Yep.
So how about this? So we have random, R random. So since we have R random, and R is a random number generator, so there are several ways to do this. How do you suggest we do it? How do we get our numbers? How do we get our numbers on?
R.HP.
One second. Hold on. Okay, so, well, remember, here we have target HP minus target, equals target HP minus what?
The damage from the weapon.
Exactly, and since it's an axe, what is the number? What is it?
Oh, it has to be R then. It's 1 to 13.
It could be, yes. But what do I type? What do I need? Remember, I have a random here, so
Right.
random what?
Random.
Random what? A random generator is called R.
Right.
Or let's just call it random generator. Just so it helps us. So there are several ways of getting the damage for the axe. What's one?
One.
Well, you know it, but you're forgetting about my question. Like, we're not. How do you use a random generator? Remember, this creates a random number from 0 to 100.
Right.
R.next, so random generator.next created random number from 0 to 100. So since it's an X, what numbers do we need? From what range?
We need 0 to 13.
Okay, yeah. Well, 1 to 13, yes. Or 1 to 12. So how do I do that?
Random generator.next.
That's right.
0, 13.
That is correct. Yes. And let's see. And look at that. It tells you. Oh, oops. Damn it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It tells you what it needs. Watch. If I do this, you see in max value, min value, that is within a specified range. See where it says min value, the inclusive lower bound of the random number returned. So you see that's important, the inclusive. So if we put 0, it's going to include 0, and we don't want that, so it has to be from 1. So yeah, so you're correct. It's from 1 to 12.
1 to 12.
Yeah, because it's I guess 13 maybe.
Right, because they're saying that 13's not included.
Oh no, that's only with the lower one. I think the higher one is included.
Oh.
Well, we could read. Let's see. Max value. The exclusive max value must be greater. then or equal the exclusive upper bound of the random. Yeah, no, it's included.
Oh, it's included?
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, it says the exclusive upper bound. Damn it, yeah, so there's 13. Fuck it. Yeah, yeah. If we get an extra one, we're good. Don't worry about it. Okay, so um, there you go. I mean, we're learning anyway.
Oof.
So that sort of makes sense here, right?
Right.
This and that works basically because this generates any number from 1 to 12, right? Or 13, and takes it away from the HP, which is pretty sweet. Um, Another way of doing this, I mean, this is kind of a style thing, right? You could have said something like int axe damage, right? Equals, then just you know, well, equals random generator dot next 113. And you could put that value into a variable, right? See, we need practice with that. Put it into a variable, and then use that variable. For example, then you could say target HP equals target HP minus X damage, and that is somewhat cleaner. But I mean, we could go either way. Um, I would personally just do it. Say space and whatnot, and just do it the way we did it. But I just wanted to show you a couple of different ways that it's doable. How do you prefer it? I don't know. It's up to
I
you.
like this stylistic approach.
Yeah, this
Makes
one.
more sense.
Yeah, I think it looks legit. It looks tastier. Okay, so now we have this here. Let me make more space here. Okay, so what else do we need? What else? So now we have one down. What other weapons do we have?
A sword that does 1 to 8 damage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna copy paste here, and let's see. Let's say this is a sword, correct?
So it's another if statement or is an else if statement?
Yeah, else if works. Either one because they cannot be the same.
Right.
So yeah, you're correct. Else if let's go with else if. I think else if is good. So else if weapon equals sword, then target equals well, not axe damage. In this case, what do we need?
Sword
We
damage.
need sword damage. Okay. Sword damage, and how much is sword damage? Is from 1 to
1 to 9.
9. Okay. Mm. And so in this one, it's going to be sword damage here. Right here. All right. So you're getting this, right? You're getting that we're generating using the random number generator, and it's pretty sweet so far, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do the same thing for mace and bow, right? I am going to kind of do it quickly because we understand what we're doing, right? We
Right.
don't need to pontificate um, too much. I think this is just gonna be LC. Oh, let's see if I guess here. Yeah. So what's the other one? Mace.
Mace. Mace damage.
Mace damage. And the other one is gonna be bow. Bow damage. Bow. Bow damage. And of course, we have to actually create it. Blip, blap. Let me make space. So this is the same, and I think this one is less damage, right? It's 1 to 6.
Yep. Unless
So,
the target's a flying type.
oh yeah, exactly, yeah.
Then it does 2 times damage.
Oh yeah,
Ouch.
exactly. Well, you see, that's where all these rules get pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
They get pretty crazy. So here, right here.
Bow does flying double damage to flying type.
Oh yes. Okay, so here we are. Okay, we're in the class. So now here we have dealt damage based on to the target based on the weapon that we have. Have we done that? This is
Yep.
sort of what we're supposed to do here. And let's read. So attack character have a deal weapon. Okay, we figure out how to do the random by googling and going to Stack Overflow because they're our friends. Okay, and we did that and it's pretty slick. So let's go back. Let's see what Daniel has to say over here. Let's see. Thanks. Yes, or where were we over here? All right, so Google Stack Overflow. Okay, so we did this right here.
Yes. Check.
Pretty nice. Check blip.
All that stuff is done.
Okay, now let's do the easy one. Heal self. And that, what is that supposed to do? That's just heals to full if the character has any heals left. Okay, so I mean they're supposed to always, start at 1, but we need to check. Okay, so this is our class here. Okay. All right, so for now we're finished with the attack, right?
Yep.
All right, we're finished with the attack. And now we have to do the second one. All right, let's do this first. He's really busy. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so it's called heal self, and it heals to full if the characters has any heals left. So, what do I need?
Name of the method.
That's what I'm talking about, my friend. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's say public doesn't return anything. Name of the method.
Self heal.
No arguments. And boom. Okay, so remember this is the self that you're the self that you're talking about is yourself. This version, like this, the instance, the current instance that we're in. So you're dealing with these dudes here. So the current instance has to heal self. Okay, so what would it was it?
First, you have to create an instance of the self, right?
No, you're already on it. See, that's one thing that is going to be a little bit tricky at the beginning. But
right.
When you are, assume that when you are here in this space here, you are already in an existing instance. that is in memory.
Okay.
That's why we can use weapons here, because we have already created in code somewhere, like in the home controller,
Right.
like here, right? Let's go to contact. Like if I created it, something of type, what is it, character template, player one equals new character template. This is it's a little tricky, but I think you guys almost have it. See, this is the instance that is using the attack or the self heal. Like watch, if I say player one dot attack, I am attacking this. Player one is attacking somebody else. Let's say player two. So when I say, hey, player one will attack, and then you can say player two, then that damage and all this damage is gonna be done to player two, which we put in the target. But the person that is doing the damage, see though, depending on the weapon, is the person using the method. He's the one doing the action, or she's the one doing the action. So because the action belongs to this instance of this character. So in this case, if we have something called self-heal, right?
Right.
Let's say player one dot self-heal, then player one is the one that is going to be doing things to itself. I mean, if that's what we do here. See, for example, if we say HP equals, hold on, equals HP plus 5 or something, then whenever this instance uses this method, what is going to happen is the HP, or the property belonging to this player, so the HP property belonging to this player, this one here, is going to get 5 more points. So the idea of the self, it might be a little bit tricky at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure you guys will get it. Or I'm pretty sure you guys got it a little bit, or at least, But it's no shame if it's a little bit confusing. But I'm sure you guys will get it. So, going back here. So heal self. So heal self meaning that whoever uses the instance, either player one or two, we want it. Remember, we're the ones coming up with this, making up this stuff. So if heals, it heals to full if there's any charges left on heals. And remember, heals, it's an integer here.
And the set starts at 1.
Yep. So when we create it, we have to set it to 1, yes. Okay, so let's assume that you have heals. And so heals to full if the character has any heals left. So how do I heal to full? Or, well, tell me, what do I need to do?
You gotta check if the character has any heals.
Exactly. So if heals, heals what?
If heals. greater than 1.
That's right. Well, greater than 1, so that would mean he would need to have 2.
Right. One more.
So what if you have 1?
Then he's not healing.
Exactly. We wanted to heal if it has at least 1.
At least 1?
Yep. So no, heals is the number of healing spells you have, pretty much, or the number of times you can heal yourself.
So if heals is greater than 0
Exactly. See, you know what's up.
then.
You know what's up. Yeah. So if heals is greater than 0, so if he has any heals left, then what happens?
Then HP equals
Yep.
HP.
Equals well, the max this time. So I said this max I think is 15. So let's just say HP equals 15. Yeah. Here I gave it the max, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was later on. Yeah. Yeah, the max is gonna be 15 HP at least for now. All right. So if heals higher than 1, I mean higher than 0, then HP equals 15. So we have used a charge for the heals. So should we do anything to the charge?
Yes. It
So
should be heals equal heals minus 1.
that's right. That is right. Look at that. So what happens if we don't do this? They can pretty much heal forever, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's an infinite heal. You could just like, oh, give me that, give me that. All right, but this is good though. This is good. So heal self, which yeah, if you have any heals, heal to max, and then take away the heals, the heal skill, or the number of heals, lower it by 1, and boom, heal self. That's I mean that sounds pretty good. I mean that's what's supposed to happen here. That's what we do, right?
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, so now heal self. We have accomplished this here. And this is good. This is very good. And so now let's go into the next one. Create an arena action. All right. Well, first let's create an arena action. Let's do that. We don't need this here. Remember, 2 people enter. 2 person enter, 1 person leaves. That's right. So, I assume you know how to create an arena action, right?
Right. Home controller.
Yep. Oh yeah, we are going to use the home controller. That is correct.
Public action result arena parenthesis.
That's right. And
Var player 1 equals new character template parenthesis.
that's right. Oh my goodness. Damn.
I don't play.
Take it easy. Character template. Yeah. Var. I assume you want to do the same thing with player 2. Here we go. Okay, let's see what it's telling us. Cannot be used like non-invocable member. That's weird. Did we forget to make it public? Hold on. Public. Namespace. Character template. No, our class is public. That's weird. Public void. Well, let's build it. Give us a second because maybe we forgot something. Hold on. Oh, it's over here. Hold on. character template. That is weird. Give me a second. Are we forgetting something here? Public action result. Don't think I'm forgetting anything. Let's see. Let's hopefully. Oh, I'm an idiot. You're correct. I forgot the word new. Psst, the freaking most basic thing. Yes, because that's what we're doing. No, you even said it. I just forgot to type it. So yeah, because we're creating new case. So now we have two instances. Remember, so now these two are in memory out there. They're in memory, and we have player 1, player 2. So we have two boxes in memory. We have two sweet boxes, like we used to do. Was it shapes? Yeah. So we got player 1. Player 1 here, blip. Player 1. And let's do player 2, just because. Blip. So now they are in actual memory and we can interact with them, and they're living, they're breathing. They have functions, they have properties, which you can see here. These are the methods. They have methods and they have properties, and we know that. So now we got these two objects, these two characters, player 1, player 2. So now let's go back to the assignment. Okay, so have them create two characters with 15 HP. Well, so let's flesh our characters out. I mean, why? Okay, yeah, player 1. Let's give player 1 a name. Player 1 dot. Oh, actually, let's give him a job. I forgot we didn't get a name. So let's give him a job. The first one is going to be a warrior, I guess. Yeah, Paladin's good. Paladin, right here. Player 1. Let's give player 1 HP. I think we said 15, right?
Yes.
And we also need to give him a weapon, because that will depend on the damage that they do, right? So, paladins, I think they have to use a mace, correct?
I think so, yes.
All right, so I mean that's a little fleshing out. You know, let's not get crazy. Oh no, and we forgot, how many heals do they start with?
1.
They start with 1. I mean, we could do this other places, but yeah, no, we'll recreate it. Boom. So there you go. So player 1 is ready to roll. Player 1 is ready to throw down. So let's create player 2. Job.
Ranger.
Ooh, nice. I like it. So let's give him a ranger. Player 2 HP equals, I guess let's leave it at 15 also. It's gonna be a little bit one-sided maybe, but player 2 weapon, of course, we're gonna give him a bow, I think, and let's give him 1 heal. Blip, blip. So there we go. We got player 1 all ready to rumble, and player 2 all ready to rumble. I mean, remember, since this is a test, currently the paladin has a slight edge, and that is okay. That is okay. Okay. So, I mean, that's when other factors come into play. But anyway. Uh, let's see what do we have here. All right. Chapped lips. All right. So what's the next one? Have them attack each other until one of their HP reaches 0 or below. If a character falls below 5, use the self-heal. If it has any charges. Well, basically we already did that. So basically just use the self-heal, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, have them attack each other until one of their HP reaches 0 or below. I did give you guys a kind of a break. Says if you can't figure out the loop, just have them attack each other 5 times. So do you want to just make them attack each other 5 times, or try to figure out, or just have them attack each other until one of them dies? Which one do you want to go for first?
I think half their HP reaches 0.
Okay, well, attack each other until they reach 0. That's what you mean.
Right. Yes.
Okay, so I mean, let get that brain ready, baby. Get that brain ready. Okay, is your brain ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have player 1 and player 2. And let's go over here. I'm just gonna do this so you know it looks a little better, right? Look a little pimpier. So just so it looks a little better. So player 1, player 2. Let me show you something, right? But sometimes Visual Studio tells you, hey, we can do this something like this instead of like this. So that's kind of a style. It depends if you want to do it like this or like this. Since we are working on this, doing it like this is how we're going to do it for now. But either one is fine. Okay. So again, sorry, we got player 1, player 2. And the goal is have them attack each other until the HP reaches 0 or below. And again, if an attack goes beyond 5, use the heal. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this here like this. That way we remember. And let me just make it so it's easier to read, right? Or below. Chapped lips and chapped lips. Okay, so again we have player 1, player 2. I'm just gonna write player 1 here just so you remember the names. Player 2. Okay, so what do we do now? What is the next step, man? Help me out here.
Okay. Have them attack each other. So player 1 attacks player 2.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna follow what you're doing. Okay, so okay, I mean what you're describing there. Okay, so remember, have them attack each other until one of their HP reaches 0. Okay, so so player 1 dot attack player 2. Okay, so that is going to deal Okay, there you go. So I have just attacked player 2. So at this point, player 2 um, should be damaged probably, right? Maybe.
Yes.
Okay, well, yes.
Player 2 HP.
Yeah, player 2 HP. So, well, what do I do?
Player 2 HP
Hmm?
equals.
Aha! Right, no, exactly. No, you see, this is the fun part. This is we have to think about the problem.
Okay.
Oh,
So if HP reaches 0 or below. Hmm.
let's see. So, what do I do here? Well, it says have them attack each other until one of their HP reaches 0 or below. Hmm.
So we should show player 2 HP, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, we just attack player 2.
Right.
So, what do we do? Actually, let's simplify it. Let's leave this out for now. We'll come back to this part later if we need. Forget about the healing part for now. Let's just attack each
Okay.
other. Yeah. For now, let's focus on that part. Have them attack each other until the HP reaches 0.
So player 2 attack player 1.
Yup. So now, player 2 attack player 1. Okay. Get that coffee, baby. Use that coffee. So now the players have attacked each other.
Yes.
There we go. So what do I do now?
So we want to know whether the player 1 HP is reaches 0 or not, or player 2 HP
Nice.
reaches 0 or not.
Okay. Okay, I dig it. I dig it.
So I
So
think it's like a do while player 1 HP equals 0, or do while player 2 HP
damn,
equals 0.
that's right. That is correct.
Do while loop.
Yeah, it is a do while loop. Well, it's kind of like a while loop. Yeah.
Really? Do while.
No, no, no. You're correct. Yeah. Let me show you. Do while. That is exactly what you want. So I'm just gonna copy this. So the loop it is called a do while loop.
Yes.
I think I don't even know we even went over this loop. You're correct.
Yeah, it was in the past.
That's you remember that. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Yeah. So the do while loop, it's you do something while this is true, or yeah, well, this is true. So basically, do the loop while this is true, or until this is false. Okay.
Okay.
So keep doing it while
Well, player 1 dot HP equals 0.
equals 0. Well, are you sure it's equal 0?
Uh, well, yeah, it should equal to integer 0.
Let's see. While, well, remember that this it's kind of the opposite. Um, so you want to do it while their
Oh,
health is
it's
not
greater than 0.
exactly.
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
Damn.
Greater while player 1 is greater than 0, and because we want both of them, right?
Right.
And player 2 dot HP is greater than 0. This is some good stuff here. This is some good stuff, and we're hitting the do wild hard here. I did not expect this. This is good.
Were you thinking of something else?
No, I was gonna use a while loop, which is kind of, yeah, but this is better. I mean, eventually we were going to end up using this.
Oh,
Yeah, but we were gonna do it in a roundabout way, sort of. But since you know it and you can understand it, then we just go straight to the do while, and this is good. So yeah, so do this, attack each other until, well, I mean, while, sorry, while the player, the HP is higher than 0. So do it while both of them have health.
right. They'll break when one of them reaches 0.
Exactly. God damn, yeah, you're correct. Or negative. You're good. You're pretty good at this. God damn. Yeah, so at this point, right, we are going to assume that one of these dudes had less than, well, has 0 or less. Right?
Right.
So let's see who has I don't know, who has the most HP or who's the winner. How can I check who the winner is or who has the most HP?
I think you can execute it.
Hmm.
Run it, right? Run that piece of code somehow.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I could just take this here. It won't understand it actually. Well, yeah, we could just run it, but it's gonna.
Yes.
No, I mean, you want me to put a breakpoint here?
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna run it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, this is gonna be kind of the fast one, since we're not really outputting anything. But let's see. Remember, is there arena? Okay, it's loading up. So since this is the home controller, home arena. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Well, before that, I'm going to put a breakpoint here just so we could see our characters. All right, arena. Bloom. Okay, so before I go into the loop, let's check out our players. We got player 1. There we go. Player 1 has 1 heal, 15 HP, paladins, and no race level, no rare, but he has a mace. Player 2 has a bow, it's a ranger, and HP 15. Okay, so now I'm going to let it run, okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to break point here just so we can see something, all right? Okay, when I press this, they're going to attack each other. Watch. Okay. I'm going to press F10 or this to step over and go line by line. Watch. So player 1 is going to attack player 2. Boom. Player 1 attack player 2. So if I look at player 2, how much? Oh, okay. He has 10 hit points. So how much damage did he take?
Took like 5 damage.
Exactly. Good. So now it's player's 2 turns. So here we go. Blip. So I'm going to look at player 1. So player 2 attack player 1. And then I'm going to look at it. Oh. Player 2 attacked them for 4 damage. All right. So now when we get here, hey, do we continue?
Yes.
The way we continue is that both of these have to be above 0. So this one 11, this one's 10. So yeah. So here I go again. So we evaluate. Then since it's true, we're going to go back up and do it again. Let's go one more time. Let's go one more time. Player 1 attacks player 2. Boom. Let's took a player 2. How much damage did he take? Boom. He took 3 damage this time.
Wow.
Okay. Then player 2 attacks player 1. And then player 1 took, wow, 1 damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, so player 1, it's looking pretty good. Player 2 is not looking that good because player 2,
Yeah.
7. Okay. All right, so let's do one more time just for fun's sake. Okay, we evaluate. We go back up. Player 1 attacks player 2. Player 2 is down to 4 hit points.
Oh, 3 damage.
Player 2 is hurting for his squirting. All right. Player 2 attacks player 1. Boom. And then player 1, how many hit points does he have? 8. Oh man, so player 1 is fine. Player 1's a warrior and it's a pimp. I mean, it's a paladin and he's a pimp. He's fine. Okay. So we go down here again. We evaluate. We're good. And then we go back up. Okay. So we might as well, right? Let's do it one more time. Player 1 attacks player 2. How much damage did he take? Oh!
That.
He took, do you see how much? He took 8 damage.
Ouch.
He's down to -4.
That's overkill, man.
That is overkill, so he critted pretty much.
Yeah.
He did full damage.
Wow.
Okay, let's say, just for argument's sake, right, that player 2, you know, because they attacked each other at the same time. They attack each other at the same time. Let's see how much player 2 dealt player 1. Man, what? That was only 1 damage.
Yeah.
So player 2 got bitched pretty hard. Because, I mean, he has a much better weapon. And player 1, the paladin, is still tasty. Okay, so now we go down here. So this is only gonna go on if both of them have health, which is HP over 1. So how much HP does this guy? Has 7. This guy has -4, so he's going to break.
Break.
Which means it's gonna end the loop and it's gonna continue.
Yep.
Boom, and then we return. So in here we would just check, hey, who has more, you know, who has more health, or whose health is higher. And then you know, we would announce the winner in some kind of view that we create. Right now we don't have a view for it, so it's going to crash. It's going to say, hey, where's the view? I can't see the view. Where's the view? Because we haven't created one. All right. So this is pretty good. So the last thing we need to do here, let's leave the healing out for now, because this is very solid, that what we're doing here. This is just straight up combat, and let's keep it simple, at least for today. But we're still short. We need 2 things. The next thing is who won. In the return view, return the winner or draw if no one died. Well, somebody's gonna die, of course. So
Yeah.
who's the winner?
The winner's player 1.
Well, no, but who's the winner, pretty much? Like, how could you tell who the winner is?
Oh, if player 1 HP is
Yes.
not equal to 0.
Not okay. Yeah.
To
Yeah.
0. Let me see.
Or less. Remember, it's less. Or if player 1 is higher, HP is higher than 0.
Right, higher than 0.
Yeah, so if HP is higher than 0, then let's create a string called winner. right? And in there, we're going to save the value or the name of who won, right?
Right.
So if player one has health, then the winner is going to be, let's say, player one. Okay. Let's see. Should we do an else or just like else winner player two?
Yes.
I mean, we're leaving a couple of holes here, but it is okay. We're keeping it simple for now. Okay, so if player has health, player one has health, then obviously he's the one that won. If his health is not higher than 0, then the other dude won, of course, because it's one or the other, right?
Yeah.
There is also the possibility that they killed each other. So that let's do that one, that case, just in case. I'm going to throw it to you for free. So if player one dot HP less than 1 and player 2 HP less than 1, then winner is none or draw. There you go. So all we need to do is just put it in the view bag. View bag. Where the hell is the view bag? View bag dot winner equals winner. We're just gonna put it in the view bag to use it in the view. Is that cool?
Right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do this quickly because I know you understand this. So I'm just gonna create a quick view for Arena, a quick HTML page for Arena, and I'm gonna call it Arena because that's the name of the action. And I'm just gonna say H1. I'm just gonna give it the H1 tag. The winner is, and then I'm just gonna do at viewBag dot winner because that has or should have the value of the winner. Okay. So, do you understand this, what we just did here?
Yes.
All right, and so I'm going to run it. Are you ready to run it?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's go to the Arena. Home. Arena. Running it. Oh, okay. I mean, we understand how this works, right? One attacks and the other. I'm just going to let it run. And the winner's player 2. Okay.
What?
Yeah, the player 2 actually won. I am shocked.
What?
Hey, man, you could get lucky, man. You get lucky in the eye or something. Maybe he got a couple of crits.
Yes, probably.
You got a couple of crits. Okay, so I'm going to run it again. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. And normally you would have a description of, hey, player 1 attacks player 2 for 5 or 6 or whatever, right? But we're not doing that yet, or for now. We're just saying what the outcome is. Okay, so I'm gonna hit it, right? You ready? Okay. Boom, player 1 has won again. Okay, I'm gonna run it again. Here we go. Player 1. It's a draw.
Holy crap.
So they both killed each other.
Holy.
Okay, so player one, player two. Player two is actually holding his own here, you know.
Yeah.
Player
Still so
one,
cold, man.
player two is kicking ass. I'm shocked. I am shocked.
Unless that Rangers Dritz.
Yeah, no, yeah, Driss is kicking ass over here. Oh
I
shit,
know, right?
player one's making a comeback. But yeah, normally in between these, right? Every time it attacks, we could build a log called an attack log or something, you know?
Wow. Yes.
And then at the end, we would add the attack log to, to the view bag and pass it to the view and just output the attack log. And
Okay.
then that would display what weapon was used and how much damage it dealt and what happened. And so you could get pretty crazy and pretty cool with these things, right?
Yeah.
But for now, we're keeping it simple. Um, how comfortable do you feel with this example?
Nah, pretty confident.
Yeah, pretty decent. You understand that you get at least you understand this at least up to an 8, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. And you guys figure out the loop, which is great. And we did the winner or a draw because they can both actually, yeah, a draw is if they both died.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we did put our big person's pants on, and that's pretty good. And let's see. I think Dan is gonna try to fighting. Okay, no, he's still trying to use his
Oh, he
computer.
looks mad.
Yeah, I mean, I have an extra laptop, so it's not a big deal if he needs it. Um, so it's not. I mean, like, yeah, for you guys, I have computers and whatnot, so it's not really a big deal. You gotta keep going though. You can't stop. We're in we're hot. You gotta strike
Okay.
where the iron's hot, and this understanding is very important to keep expanding it while it's hot. Um, this is a good. You got to keep the flow. Okay, so this is good right here. Um, Next time we'll probably do the healing and expand it a little bit, but I like this example exactly the way it is. It is perfect. And do you need me to? Well, I guess I will upload this code just in case. But yeah, I'll upload it just so you can take a look at it, right? And Dan can take a look at it as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
this looks
uh,
like the code for Dragon Warrior 1.
it is. It's pretty much right. It's like you go
Yes.
around. It's like
Two
slime
slime
hit.
appears. The slime hits.
Exactly. Yes.
Attacks
Yeah.
for 2 points.
Exactly. Yeah. Slime hits for 2. But that is sort of what we're going to be doing. Next time we're going to build an actual combat with actual creatures. And
Wow.
have I showed you my character yet?
No.
It's only half done. Let me show you. This is my character's half done, and this is my character here. Check this out. This is his armor.
What? That's crazy.
That's his armor. He needed a huge cod piece.
Wow.
I gotta find a wizard's hat to go.
Oh man.
That's his bottom armor. That's his bottom half, right there. But yeah, I'm looking for good characters for mine, which I'm pretty sure I'll find. But yeah, so this is good. I think this is good for Dan as well because he's able to look at the video since we're recording, and he
Yes.
can catch up, and he can go through. And I think he can follow pretty decently as well because he knows the stuff as well. But no, this is good. I mean, this is legit. This is Dragon Warrior right here, pretty much.
Yes. Exactly.
This is slime attacks, misses or hits or crits, and then that's sort of how
Right. It's a one character game.
yeah, and we'll expand. This is the arena, so we'll see. It's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, so I am going to package this and put it on probably on either Ventrilo or our what do you call that or a group,
Uh,
but we'll see. All right. So how do you feel about today? You got this, Bam? Okay, let me give you a fist bump. You actually got some of this stuff pretty tightly,
Yes.
especially
Pretty
you
hard.
hit the loop pretty hard there. That was really good, and you understood how the loop works and how to set it up, which is can be tricky sometimes.
Yeah. I want to see that roundabout way of doing it though.
Um, well, it's kind of. I was gonna just use the while.
The wiring.
Well, it's the same thing. I was just gonna do while this.
Well, that.
Yeah, I mean, instead of a do while, I was gonna do just while.
Huh.
If you do it like this,
Right.
it's sort of ish the same thing, except it checks instead of checking down here,
Right.
it checks at the beginning.
Oh.
And in this case, it's exactly the same thing because we know that HP, but both of their HPs are going to be higher than zero.
Right. It starts at 15.
Yeah. So it's the same thing because since, yeah, it starts at 15, so it's always going to go in at least once.
Right.
Yeah. But there might be a possibility somewhere that if they come from somewhere else, the characters, if they don't start at 15 or something, or they come from another place, that this might not even execute if their HP, uh, if either of them is higher than, well, is less than zero
Right.
or equal to zero. Yeah. So in our case, it's the same thing
Uh huh.
because again, we're guaranteed that our HP is higher than zero. But I like your way better though, and that's really good that we just went over what the difference is,
Right.
and you understand the difference,
Yeah,
right?
that makes sense.
Hmm.
Yes.
All right, so no, this is I think this was solid, man. This is solid. I am going to stop our lesson here because I think this is super solid, and I don't want to ruin it. And it's my birthday. I'm gonna go have some wine.
Have fun.
All right. Keep on doing the do. I'm gonna talk to Dan, and hopefully we'll have him back soon. And let's kick ass. All right. Good work.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Later. And talk to your friend, and I'll talk to
Yes.
your friend as well. If he's real, we're down. Okay. That's good.
No problem.
Later.